So, I'd like to question you about your hometown. Where is your hometown?
I used to live in Janakpur, and people are mostly depend on agriculture there, and a beautiful temple lies there, Janki Mandir, and yeah, the people's residing there are quite familiar with each other. So that's it.
Aman sir, how would you change this answer? How would you make sure that this answer goes from band 6 to band 8?
Okay.
The question is, where is your hometown?
So I should go for his answer or my own answer?
You should go for his.
Janakpur.
Yeah, you should go for Janakpur and do some tweaks to his answer so that it enhances.
So, blessed by Janaki temple, filled with lakes, symbolizing the peace. I am from the heart of Mithila, Janakpur. So this is my hometown.
Okay. So the next question is, what was it like growing up there?
Actually, I am grown probably in hilly regions. So while I used to go on the vacations, and while staying there, I even faces some problems related fighting with each others in societies, and I also enjoyed the good movement, people supporting each other on even joys and sorrows. Yeah, I like that moment.
Aman sir, please give us his band-aid version.
So you grew up in hilly areas?
It means that he actually grew up in Kathmandu. Okay?
Oh.
So he has spent a lot of time in Kathmandu compared to his hometown Tora region.
Yeah. So before speaking, I would like to say, like, you can make up stories. Okay. When you make your answer, it becomes vague. When you make up stories, like if you were wishing to say about Janakpur only, like I grew up in Janakpur, I did this, that, then you have to think.
Yeah.
So when you have to think, it becomes clear to the listener that you are thinking. You are taking much time than necessary for such a simple question. Like, how was it like to grow up in your hometown, where you grew up, you spent your childhood, or you spent your teenage and everything? It's a very easy question, no?
Yes, sir.
We don't need facts here. Okay? We just need your honest answer.
So, how would you reply if you were Vishal Paziar?
Okay. So, though Janakpur is my hometown, I grew up here in Kathmandu, and since I have walked on these alleys, I have felt the fresh air in the morning. I have spent my time with my friends here who are from different parts of the country, and also with my family. I have seen their struggles in this city, hustling and bustling everywhere. So I feel blessed to grow up in this hometown. But sometimes I just have a deep pain inside, so that I couldn't grow up in Janakpur. My life might have been different there, but it's okay. I grew up where I grew up, so that's it. It was good overall. Nothing new, nothing. Thank you.
Excellent answer. So now, Vishal Paziar, are you getting something?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, the next answer should be a little more explanatory, right? It should have a little depth. Okay, don't just give a very superficial answer, but make sure it relates to your life. Now, has it changed much since you were a child? Means your hometown. Has it changed much since you were a child?
To be honest, while staying in a good environment of Kathmandu, I have been a bit concerned about the career. I have also been seeing most of the people riding luxurious cars and living a luxurious life, and I have thought that if they want to be, they will be successful, why I will not. And the comparison when I was on the Janapur, probably many of the people are just smoking and drinking alcohol, and they are circled in with bad groups of people. If I were grown there, probably I may also support that condition. So that's all I find difference.
Okay, lesson number 2. Lesson number 1 is always add depth to your answer. Lesson number 2 is make sure you listen the question properly, because the question was, has it changed much since you were a child? But you replied, if I had grown up there, I would have had a bad influence, just like my group of friends are getting influenced from bad groups of people there, right? So you answered me that. However, I asked you, has it changed much since you were a child? Actually, the hometown, right? So I will not give you another chance. I will just directly move to our main character, the antagonist. Okay, antagonist, please.
Okay, so before going to the next answer,
Chapur.
Okay, fine. You are being personal.
Yes.
Before going to the next answer, I would like to tell you, now you are trying hard. In the first question, you were free. You were just confident in yourself. You were like, I am the one giving answer. No, you were the first one. And then I came and I gave my answers. Now you are comparing both the answers and you are feeling like, oh, he's telling so good, I should also say some good answers. So now you are forcing hard, you are trying hard. That's why your answers are being wrong. Or you aren't even listening to question, okay? You are just jumping to answer because you want to finish your answer very fast, okay? So just don't do it. Listen to the question.
Okay, sir.
Or if you are not sure about the question, you can ask once more what's the question is. Or you can even ask him to elaborate. Sir, could you please elaborate? I couldn't get the meaning of this question. Honest. When you know that you cannot answer, then what's the point? Be honest and tell him. Then he will elaborate.
Guys, our TikTok does not allow much longer videos, so
Okay.
Do you think you will live there when you are older? Vishal?
Yeah.
Do you think you will live there when you are older?
So well,
Janakpur.
it will depend on my future days. Actually, I am planning to go to study abroad, so I cannot say about that.
Very nice.
I'm not sure about it.
Answer.
Yeah.
Do you think you will ever live in your hometown when you are older?
So well, that this answer might vary the time I will be old, because my ideologies and my mentality might be different at that time. But for now, being at this age and at this time, I would like to stay in my hometown when I'm old, because that's where I learned to walk. That's where my father and mother struggled. So that is the place I am very much connected to. I feel that connection. So I won't be able to resist the connection, I think. Being a guy who is very sensitive and feels deeply, I won't be able to exist anywhere in the world. When I will get what I want in my life, I would very much like to return to my hometown and stay there with my family and start my own family someday. Thank you.
Right. So guys, if you also want this type of environment to improve your English speaking, or rather say if you want to score high band in your IELTS, then do visit us, because you will get such a warm environment to practice English, such a friendly as well as effective environment, tips, ideas, the thought processes, all such things, and a very genuine, transparent, humble teaching that you will not find in the entire Kathmandu Valley. I bet you that. Do visit us. We are located at New Baneswar, near to the Iblex Mall. The name is The English Expert. Thank you.